So the meeting was scheduled, so you saw each other. So I presume that was also the time how the first kiss. When did you finally decide to propose to Letty?
I decided to propose.
Hello, kindred spirits friends. So we're here right now, and today's episode is very special because this lovely couple are excited to share with you all their love story.
Of course. So you've been with us in this journey, so we are, of course, me personally, I'm glad to share it to you, our journey, and hoping that you will learn something from us.
That's right.
So it's really exciting to be able to tell you about our story, our love story, and it's what an appropriate time to do it with Valentine's Day approaching.
So let's not keep them waiting. Let's
No.
get started. Hey,
Are you friends?
Yeah, I'm sure they're very excited as well. So let's start with, of course, everybody's very curious how your beautiful love story started. So can you tell us about how did you two meet? So was it like personal? Was it in Thailand or in the US? Because as you know, Dan is from Colorado, right?
In America, yes.
Yeah. So who's going to tell the story first?
Okay.
Go on.
All right, so we met about 3 years ago on a dating site online called Catholic Match.
Yeah.
Catholic match. Wow. Okay.
Yes. So this is a site online where single Catholics can meet and get to know each other, especially to know how they work together and whether they share the same views about their faith and whether they be compatible as a possible partner in marriage.
How did you know about this Catholic match site? Who told you about it?
I actually found out for myself on a news bulletin. One of my pastors, Pastor James, had been reassigned to a church in Denver.
How about you, Letty? How did you know about this?
A friend told me about this, but I was like in my mid-20s, so I don't really give time for that.
You mean you found out about this long time ago?
Yes, long time ago, but then that time I'm not into those relationships. I want to be a nun. Then there is this advertisement about Catholic match. So if you want to find a man who's like the same views with this, that Catholic match, you have to register and you have to pay because it's a legit.
I'm sure there are a lot of dating sites, but I'm just curious, Dan, why did you choose Catholic match?
I felt reassured that it was a site that I could trust, and it was very important for me to find a woman who was serious about her faith. And this site is wonderful because they write down answers to questions they have about the teachings of the church and whether or not you agree with them. And I wanted to find a woman who answered yes, and I found one in her.
Alright.
So.
Yeah. Well, actually, we'll do a separate episode where Dan and Letty will give you a short tutorial on how you can actually join this site, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't know, this two my good friends, they are devout Catholics, so it's an inspiration like you who are also looking for a partner who share the same belief as you.
You need to be careful of where to register with, because the media now, they can be tempting, and at the same time they can also growing your mentality of you have to know them deeply, right?
That's really true. I totally agree with you. So speaking of knowing each other deeply, you continue the story, you joined this site, right? Like you're in both separate worlds. I just want to know who first viewed each other's profile. Who's the first one to do it?
I don't know that. If you will view someone's profile, they will know, that person will know who viewed. Because for me, that time I was kind of shy when I learned that.
So she looked up a few different interests, personal interests in things she was looking for. Someone that loves World Youth Day, and someone that loves music, and strong in faith. And so she found my profile, and she went on and looked, but she didn't write back. She just looked at my profile. But of course, you can see who has viewed your profile.
And he viewed me back. He viewed that.
So the moment you saw that this woman viewed your profile, were you interested right away?
I was intrigued. I was interested.
He wrote after me.
Okay, what was the first thing that caught your attention about her profile?
I loved her profile because it really was speaking to the ladies out there of faith and saying, never settle for a man who doesn't love God more than he loves you.
I remember that.
Yeah, you don't want to have the man put you on a pedestal and leave God out of the equation.
Right.
Because he must love God more than you, or otherwise, that relationship will just not work well.
Right. You saw her profile, you viewed, and you got interested. So you were the one who did the first move to chat with her.
I reached out and said, hello, Letty, how are you?
And then after days, we have this long conversation. It seems that we know each other already to share
Common interests
and beliefs, ideas.
I feel that
There's no
sharing,
hesitation.
I feel that sharing the same faith helped build that familiarity. We felt that we knew each other because we were comfortable expressing our beliefs, and so that created a lot of trust and right from the beginning.
That built a strong foundation in your relationship. Now,
Friendship and trust.
so you've been chatting for like several months, should I say? When did you realize that this woman or this man was really the one for me? Was it like during the time that you were chatting or the time after you saw each other?
I'd say that it was after we got to know each other. We
Saw each other personally.
Saw each other personally, yes. We became friends and we were interested in getting to meet each other, and that was very exciting, that phase of our relationship. But I think it was after the initial trip I took to Thailand to here to meet you on. At the end of September, early October, and then within about 3 months, I was getting to I really enjoyed it, and I was going to take a risk to go meet her.
And for me, I felt like I think this person is really like very serious to me, because it's not just because he spoke to me every day. It's about the words, how he said things and how he shared things. Very serious. Yeah, and then even his very secret in his life. So that time I know myself that this person is really into me.
Right.
And that, because I prayed for it. That's the thing. And of course, the whole thing was that I prayed for it, and I also claimed. And then the timing is just really perfect. I mean, what I asked God for is that more than
What you prayed for.
Yes.
Okay. So my question, I'm sure everybody would love to know, is like, okay, so the meeting was scheduled, so you saw each other. So I presume that was also the time you had your first kiss? Can you tell us some details about that?
Yeah, it was interesting. I got off the plane, and I just felt kind of very trusting of her. So I saw her, and we walked out of the airport, and then I asked her to kiss her. I was maybe a little bold, a little forward with it, but she was willing. So
there was no problem.
I think she was shocked. She was like, why thought I would wait a while, and I would wait till later in the trip. And I just...
She was shocked, but she willingly accepted.
I was jumping down a little bit in hindsight.
But
I told him really this after that night. I told him, I was really shocked, but at the same time, I am grateful because there is something in me that was answered.
It's like a confirmation.
Yes,
This is the man. Wow. Everything happened so fast.
Within about 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Here we were meeting each other.
And you know, that time when I saw him first, it was like, I feel like I know and we've met each other like
For a long time.
You know, for a long time. It's not our
Just
first.
like effortless, you mean?
Yes. And we felt the same thing. First kiss.
First kiss? So let's just, let's not keep them away.
I might recommend for those of you who are going to travel to another country, maybe take a little time and get to know them. But I just felt called to kiss her, and it worked out. So.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a harmless kiss, so don't worry. Anyway, so you already met. Of course, I need to ask this to Dan. When did you finally decide to propose to Letty? And what was your deciding factor?
Okay. I decided to propose about a year after meeting her, a little bit more than a year. She came to visit Colorado in the fall. And so I was driving out with my parents, and they kind of posed the question, well, are you going to propose now? Oh wow. But I was a little caught off guard because I still felt like we were getting to know each other, but at the same time it was like, yeah, because how often will I be able to see her if we just keep this going from this long distance relationship? I felt it was more important for us to meet each other's families first than propose.
Yeah, I think your encouragement also gave you the strength that, not only the strength, but it's like you felt it, but maybe you need encouragement from people you love and people you respect.
Yeah, I think some reassurance on their part that they're like, because I wasn't sure how my parents felt about it. But then when they're saying,
that's a confirmation too.
You propose, and the beautiful thing is that my mother and father gave me their engagement ring.
Oh. Where is it, by the way? Can you show that? Where is it? We have so many rings.
It's right here. It's this one right there.
So this was from your mom?
Yes, this is the ring.
How old was it?
No, this one right here is the one that my parents got. My father in 1973.
Wow.
Because they were together in a very short amount of time, just like us.
Wow.
And they met each other, and in a year and a half they were married.
You showed us the ring, right? Where did you give this ring, and when? Come on, tell us the story.